because I completely changed the information that I was getting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Knowledge is definitely power. So I'm big on reading. I may not read a new book every month, but I'm definitely making sure I am stimulating my brain with some type of reading in some sort.
Did you just start reading, or was that, what was the switch? Because you said you used to have a bad attitude.
Yeah. And it was just jobs.
Do you still have a bad attitude?
No, I don't actually. And I'm actually like really calm. Unless it's like super early in the morning and I'm hangry, then just give me my space. Yeah, my family knows. But honestly,
when did that change for you? The attitude portion of it.
The attitude, honestly, so it started to take a shift when my first boss, started telling me about my attitude and challenging me. And then I was going to different jobs and I still had some of that attitude, that bad attitude. But I was noticing I was just attracting negative energy around me and just negative people or just confrontation for no reason, because it was just what I was giving out. And I was just attracting that back. And so I was like, man, I don't like this. Or I don't like how I'm waking up every day not happy. And I was like, I really have to start with myself. Tell myself positive self-talk in the mirror every day. Like, and be consistent with it. Or if I'm thinking a bad thought, then I need to be like, okay, let me change that bad thought into something positive and make it work for me. And I don't have a specific time point when it changed. One day it just switched and I'm like, nah, I'm alive. Like, there is no reason why I should be so negative or rude to people. And I used to have this coworker at the hotel when I first moved here to Vegas. She was like, you know what? She was like, some days you talk to me when you're in a good mood, and some days you talk to me in the days you're not in a good mood, you don't talk to me. That really hurt my feelings, because it's like, when I am in a bad mood, I don't want to take it out on anyone. So I would just like distance myself, keep to myself. But also, that's not fair to the people that didn't cause me any issues or pain. And when she told me that, it made me like check myself, like, dang, like I could still say hi. I could still be courteous and smile, you know. I don't have to be like this little negative Nancy just because I'm in a bad mood. I don't want to give that to other people. And that, now that I think about it, that moment really changed how I interact with people when I'm not having the best of day. Like, I'm able to say, hey, you know, check in, but also like, hey, I'm not having the best of day, so I'm not going to be really talkative today. Yeah. And then I didn't feel like I was
sometimes people think it's them.
Yeah.
They're like, are you mad at me?
Yeah. And I didn't feel, after I started doing that, I didn't feel so bad for not wanting to talk to people or feel like I'm being rude to them for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, when you were growing up, did you have an easy childhood or a hard childhood?
I feel like it was like fairly, I mean, my parents did their best. Like, they gave me a really good opportunity. We used to live like in the hood, and my mom made sure she did what she had to go buy a house in the suburbs and put us in a good school district. Mm-hmm. I was like rebellious because I was mad that I was leaving my old school district. I was leaving my friends. I didn't know anyone. But I couldn't see the bigger picture at that point. So when she did move us to a better neighborhood, I got to do more sports. I got to meet new people. And honestly, I thought my summer of my 10th grade year, I was just going to chill, kick it with my friends. I'm in high school. I'm good. My mom wakes me up the day after school it's out. Like, get up. We about to go look for a job.
You were going to go look for a job, or she's going to go look for a job?
No, I'm going to go look for a job.
So
she's
you're
like,
not sitting around here.
No. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to sleep in.
That's super, that's an interesting point, because I actually believe that, like, boredom is horrible.
Yeah.
So she tried to keep you as busy as possible.
As busy as possible.
Because boredom is when you get in trouble.
Man. And I would have probably gotten in so much trouble, because when I get bored, I just start doing stuff just to keep myself entertained. Yeah. And she was like, get up, we about to go look for a job. And literally we went that entire week. I've never talked to bosses or managers before. And I was talking to all of them, putting in applications everywhere, just so that I can get this job that my mom said I needed to get. And I'm glad she pushed me to do it, because it made me pay for my own driving school. Mm-hmm. It gave me the opportunity to buy my own car. Yeah. She always teach me and my sister to like not rely on anyone and always be willing to do the work ourselves.
It's funny because I think that's important to teach people when they're younger. It's like you need to be able to do it for yourself. But then even for me, it's hard to then, when you need to expand, you have to lean on people.
Yeah.
You have to ask for help.
Yeah.
If you're going to expand. So it's like, yes, you want to be able to do it yourself, but yes, as you want to expand, like you're going to have to start asking for help, and then that becomes a challenge as well.
It does.
But I don't know. I don't know which one you do. I think you still got to learn how to do it yourself
You
first.
got to learn how to do it yourself first, and then when you feel like you have a better idea, then start asking for help. Because even with being, and the crazy thing is, my last manager, all my managers' names have been Michael for some reason.
It's a really good name.
I guess. Yeah, so like, he put me in a management role, and at that point, I'm like, I'll do everything. You know, I won't ask anybody to do anything. And this was when I was working at an old location. But he's like, no, you need to delegate tasks. You need other people to do certain things so that you can focus more attention on what's important, what you need to do. And that was like, oh, wow, okay. Hey, can you do this for me? It's something I know I could personally do, and it'll be tedious, but that's not where my focus needs to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't move the needle on your goals. It doesn't move like
exactly.
For business owners, you want to be focusing on revenue generating activity for a lot of the time, you know. So, you know, you could always hire somebody to answer your phones later when you get busy enough. You know, like I tell therapists that all the time, like, hire somebody to answer your phones. You're missing phone calls, you're missing appointments.
Yeah.
You know? Oh no, but I could do it myself and I can call people back. But every time you call somebody back, they could have already gone somewhere
They're already
else.
shopping and looking around. Yeah. They're already looking around like, oh, okay, I didn't hear from you. Then, all right, let me see who's available and who can take my money right now.
Exactly. So how's business going now?
Business is going good. Like, I feel very, very grateful to just being able to start last year in the middle of a pandemic when they were letting smack dab and when they were letting businesses open back up and just taking that leap of faith. And I've came across so many beautiful people that like do some great things in this world. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm working, if that makes sense. I just feel like I'm just helping people with their skin, teaching them how to properly cleanse their skin. Some of the myths, like as a kid, I used to think Vaseline was perfect. My mom would rub us down in Vaseline before we go to school, not knowing Vaseline is so comedogenic and clogging to your skin. Like,
thanks for clarifying what comedogenic means.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, comedogenic is clogging, pore clogging, and I was like, what? I've been lied to my entire life, and I come across so many people that experience the same lies, and it's like I just want people to feel good. Like I've met good people, I've had good clientele. Nobody has been nasty, but that's also my attitude, the energy I'm putting out. So if you're coming in being sarcastic or being like little snobby or just cocky, you're going to get that same energy back in return. And like, I don't ever say I'm cocky, I say I'm confident, because it's like I believe in myself, but not to a point where I'm arrogant about it. Like I'll always remain humble.
I'm arrogant.
You arrogant?
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was just saying, if it works for you, it works. But for me, I just have to stay humble.
No. Somebody always humbles me.
Oh.
I have clients gas me up. I'm like, listen, you gotta tell me I suck right now because my head is already big enough. You know, put me down real quick. I'm not gonna be able to fit through the door. No.
For real.